There we go.
I will be here until about 3:30, but like
0 watching. So I'm gonna now retweet.
yeah, so you can just let me know. If you end up writing Gary wants to read it, that's
2 watching.
read behind him, whatever. Just let me know.
That's Amy. Hello, Amy. Ooh, someone I don't know is watching. Oh, alum. Okay. So I'm gonna turn it around and talk. Good morning, guys. How's it going? I'm Joy Mayer. I'm the Director of Community Outreach at the Missourian. I'm talking this way now. That's Mark Seelig. He's our Assistant Sports Editor. We are in the Missourian this morning playing with this new app called Meerkat. So if you're watching from a browser, you will not be able to interact with us. If you want to download the app Meerkat, you would be able to comment from within here and it would show up on your Twitter stream. So this is the time of day when we often have a meeting in the middle of the room and talk about the coverage we've done lately. We critique ourselves and we brainstorm future stories. So we're going to do a little bit of that this morning, and we thought it'd be fun to play around with this live streaming app while we're at it. So I'm going to turn the camera around the room a little bit. Taylor, who are you?
I'm Taylor Casper. I'm part of the community outreach team, and I'll be the note taker today.
Excellent, thank you. Tom, who are you?
I'm Tom Warover, editor.
Wave to the 9 people
hi.
watching on the live stream.
Oh, hi. 9 people watching on the live stream. That's cool.
Yep. We have up on our wall in the newsroom, we have real-time analytics that show what people are reading right now. We had a story about, funny that we're on an app called Meerkat, we had a story about chihuahuas, other small animals, that's doing very well this morning. Our morning news meetings at 11 are always open to the public. So you are welcome to come to the top floor of Lee Hills Hall any weekday morning at 11 and join us as we critique what we're doing. Katie, say hi.
Hi.
So let's meet.
I'm going to keep this live for a bit, not for our whole meeting. And we'll just see. Oh, there, up on the large TV is the live stream you guys are seeing.
It's like Meerkat Inception.
If any of you guys are watching from within the app, I'd love it if you'd comment so that I can just kind of play with the interface here a little bit. I think a lot of you are probably watching from a browser.
I don't understand how to log on from the app. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Because I joined Meerkat, but I don't know. Or should I go through Twitter to watch it? Okay, so you can
We're all
look there,
downloading it for
and
fun here.
then following. Yeah.
For those of you watching and wondering what the app is, about a half an hour ago, the Missourian tweeted a link to a Mashable story from yesterday about Meerkat, in case you're wondering what it's all about.
Go back. Okay. And then it should show up on your. Or go back again. Okay. And it should show up on your
We're
stream.
doing Meerkat.
Stream. Oh, maybe. That's if you want to stream it.
I have no idea what that
Say
is.
hi. Meerkat is a live streaming app that integrates really nicely with Twitter, so the Missourian's live at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I want to stream.
So I think everyone's just playing here with how this works, and we'll probably get our actual meeting started as soon as people are done tinkering. I don't know.
Click on that one, and then I would just go see.
I'm not going to stream the whole budget meeting. I'm just playing around, letting people see in the newsroom.
Or you can click that one.
Live now. Okay, yeah. That might work, and then
It'll take you.
So that's Catherine Reed, our public safety and health editor,
Who should be standing up to
who should be standing to lead the meeting. And next to her is Brian Kratzer, our director of photography,
Bailey Otto?
and Bailey Otto is this morning's assistant city editor.
Who will graduate in May, but we're not going to say anything more about it.
Oh, it's terrible what we've been doing to her, considering she brought us pie.
I didn't even know there was pie. There's pie in the newsroom this morning, apparently.
There's very little left, and if you want it, you better get it.
Okay.
Otto's grandmother.
Homemade pie in the newsroom this morning? Hello, readers. This is why you should come. We sometimes have pie.
Get here where we eat all of it. Good morning, everyone.
16 people are watching.
Well, I'm glad you're here, because I want to talk about
I
that
know.
Chihuahua story.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahuas. Everywhere. When I was in New Zealand this summer, a woman I knew there always called them Chihuahuas. And so I had the mistaken idea that that's how Kiwis pronounce Chihuahua. So I was like, you guys know, right, that it's Chihuahua? She's like, yes.
Of course.
That's some comedian. Some
Really?
Kiwi comedian calls them Chihuahuas.
Oh, well, that's why I don't know, that's how I spell it, so that's why I say it in my head.
It was less mass than
last like 2 minutes at the shelter.
I don't think I
That
can
was
zoom
awesome.
at
How
all.
did we
No,
get
there's
out
no
of this?
zooming in the app.
Jean, they sent her a press release, and Jean was like, "Here, this sounds like something you'd want to do," and I was like, "Sure." So I just went down. It's so cute. I just went down to the shelter and talked to the lady who rescued them, who's like the primary person in the rescue. It's fun.
Well, what I love about this is that we went into some detail about what they saw and how they got all these dogs from the car into the shelter. So let's go to the top of the story. The second paragraph, a sea of chihuahuas rushed to the window. Inside the car, at least 31 tiny dogs were jumping over the seats and tumbling over one another for attention. These people lived in the car for 5 days with 31, at least, chihuahuas
And two cats.
2 cats. And I can't get over that. I'm having trouble with that.
It smelled so bad in that car.
Which we didn't really go into, did we?
No, we should have.
We should have.
That
We
would be
didn't think
gross.
about that.
You left out the stinky stuff?
Well, I mean, they never said it, but I didn't think about that till just now.
Oh, you didn't ask?
No.
Must have really stunk in that car. You didn't
I
do
mean, how
that?
do they let 31 dogs out to
Yeah, and keep them all
and
together.
keep them
That's
together?
amazing.
Oh my goodness, that was something we really should have done.
The logistics.
I loved even the third graph too, all the rhymes with names.
Yeah. Yeah, and how anybody would actually tell them all apart, because some of them are.
Yeah, because she said they would pass them out the window to her and say their name, and then they would copy down the name and put it on the crate.
It's another one of our city editors, John Schneller.
Does this story address, I just read it, and I can't remember, does it address whether or not they were breeders or
That's what
hoarders?
Jack Suntruck had a question this morning that I didn't even think of.
They didn't say. I asked
But
her.
what are they doing with all these dogs?
That's what I said. I said, well, are they breeders? Like, are they allowed to have that many dogs? And she
So I'm going to step back for a second and answer a question we just got from someone following along. Asked what the meeting's about, and I think I tried to leave a comment, but I think it cut off a little bit. Every morning at 11, we have a daily news meeting where the whole staff, whoever's here, critiques our coverage from the last little bit of time, the last 24 hours or so on our website, and also brainstorms future stories. So it's reporters, faculty, editors, and whoever else is here. My community outreach team is here. And we, right now we're talking about a story that's getting a lot of attention on our website this morning about Chihuahuas and kind of critiquing how we covered it and also what questions we might still have about it. And, for follow-up reporting, what could we have asked yesterday and also what might we still ask today to keep the story going. So we're going to talk through a few stories, talk about what else we're working on today, look for ideas. If anyone has suggestions for stories we should be covering, please leave a comment or tweet at us anytime. So I'm probably going to stream just a few more minutes of this because I'm having fun. Thank you. There are 22 of you watching. So I'm going to step back out of my office.
Kind of story that screams street testing. On the other hand, we might want to satisfy ourselves and everything adds up here for somebody.
I know.
Okay,
I was
okay.
waiting for you to finish
I
speaking.
didn't know if you'd seen it.
I did. Go ahead.
My girlfriend actually works at this shelter and was there when the dogs came in. They all have carbon monoxide poisoning, which
Do what?
they all have carbon monoxide poisoning or being treated for it. I was surprised that it wasn't in here.
Oh.
Also, yes, that is
They were hoarders.
So this was against the law.
Are there charges pending against them? Do you know?
She didn't say. She said that these people have been fined for a similar case before.
Oh.
That's why they didn't want to be found.
That's why they didn't.
I don't. Maybe if they're in the city, there may be.
They're not.
They're not in the
I don't know. If
Huh, that's interesting. So one of our reporters just shared something he heard from his girlfriend. And we don't always know when things are thrown out here what's true, but it often provides more leads. So we really count on readers and on our staff to just keep eyes and ears open because the questions we thought to ask yesterday certainly aren't going to, we're not going to answer all the possible questions out there. And a lot of times information emerges that leads to follow-up stories. So we really appreciate when you read something and think, yeah, but did they not know this? Or did they not think to ask this? Please don't assume that we do know it or did think to ask it. Get in touch.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, I love this
a rare Missouri basketball team victory last night. Yeah. And I kind of like the approach that the writer took here. Oh, Schamberger. Yeah. And his family being there and dancing in the aisles. Liked it.
Mark has been taking a look at analytics for kind of the end of this basketball season.
Yeah.
What of it do our readers read? Does interest wane as the season goes on? Mark, I don't know. I'm putting you on the spot here. I don't know if there's anything.
First, address Mitchell's story. I thought he did a really good job on deadline. That was an 8 p.m. game, and that's a good instance of us telling him not to stress getting quotes, because the quotes don't matter in this instance. So he got scenes instead of quotes, and he was able to write it quickly because he didn't have to wait until the game was over. Well, the game went down on the very last shot, but he still had his scenes in place, and he could pump it up quickly.
Yeah.
As for analytics, I'm kind of looking at whether interest increased or waned as the season went on and the team got lousier and lousier. And interestingly enough, around loss 9 or 10, we really hit our peak. It was like there was a curiosity in this team based on how bad they were playing.
Yeah, maybe why are they so bad?
Yeah.
For people to read the stories.
And again, there are a lot of outliers or other factors that could be coming into play here, but that's at least what I'm finding is when they hit about 10 losses, people seem to be most curious in them.
Yeah.
And now that they have a couple wins, I'm sure the curiosity will actually, wane again. Because now they're just normal bad instead of exceptionally bad.
Yeah.
Well, it'll wane a lot because they have one game left.
And then they have SEC.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like the detail about the family coming in from LA to see this and dancing in the aisles.
So I think I'm going to actually turn off this live stream.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to wave to my phone, we have 25 readers watching and Missourian alums watching. So thank you for playing along, guys. I'm going to sign off. Give us any feedback you have, please.